Hello, Project Lifers. This is Simone with week number 3 of my Project Life 2018 album. And here are the photos that I'm using, and now I'm going to choose all the cards that and the color scheme, which usually is dictated by the colors in my photos. And let's see what colors I'm going to focus on for this week. Yeah, so this is one of the printable cards from Brandi Kincaid. I just purchased her digital journaling cards, and I am not in possession of a printer, but I upload them to Staples, their print center, and then print them onto color expression cardstock, and it turns out absolutely beautiful. And obviously I'm more decisive this week than last week. Last week it took me ages to find the perfect cards for the spread, but here it looks like I'm going with blue in the bottom right, and the rest is more yellowy, reddish. Yeah, that's a great name. And as I showed you before, I have 4 little teeny tiny 2x3 photos. I put them or collaged them onto a 4x6 card, and then I just sent them over to Costco and they print them, and it cost exactly the same as a regular 4x6 print. And yeah, I print all of my photos at Costco's. The only thing that you need, or that I try to forget but need to remember, is that their photos are very saturated, so sometimes you actually need to expose them or make them lighter so that they actually look normal. Yeah, I chose all the cards that I want to use, and now I'm looking for an coordinating alphabet stickers and die cuts, and I'm going with this alphabet set this week. This is a Cocoa Daisy exclusive one. It is red and has white polka dots on it. However, I didn't have a W anymore. What I did instead was just pick 2 V's, and I will butcher one of the V's later on. And yeah, right now I'm just cutting it and then gluing it down and using it, and it actually really looks like a W. So, what did I want to tell you? Yes, I wanted to say that I'm so in love with Project Life again. I'm itching to do Project Life and create my scrapbooks, and right now we are on a break, and I can't film, or well, I could, but that means that my kids are in front of a screen and I don't want that. So yeah, we do stuff and we do stuff as a family, and I can't create, and I'm so itching. But I printed my photos on Monday for week, what was last week, week number 7. And that is really helpful to just, if you can't create, then at least keep printing your photos. And I actually also keep notes on the things I want to write about. That helps too. And I have a separate journal for that. Yeah. I was quickly thinking about just having a 4x4 photo in the top right corner, but then I decided I didn't like that. This project is so, even though it's not new to me because it's the 4th year I'm doing Project Life, 2013, 14, 15, 16, and 18. Yeah, it's the 4th year. I'm changing things up so completely that It feels new to me, but it's so exciting and so much fun. And it seems like there's at least one card every week where I'm not happy with how it turns out that I need to redo. And I'm really happy that I decided to do that because I really think the darker title card makes this whole spread so much better. Yeah, so was I saying? I said that I really love this new project. It feels so good to be back into Project Life. I really like the choices or restrictions that I made. And it's so funny because people always say that this is so restricting. But for me, I totally love having this fixed framework. I know that I can only use this many cards per week. And then I just have to choose. I know I can usually or quite comfortably fit. Let me count first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos onto one spread, and it doesn't look too crowded. And I love the challenge that this brings. And I slowed down talking because probably that's what drives me most in scrapbooking, the challenge. Being challenged to fit the stories of this week into one 12 by 12 pocket page. Being challenged to try 12 by 12 cut file backgrounds with a silhouette portrait. All of those things that I didn't try yet. Trying those and making them work. So, what else can I tell you about this spread? I chose this, salmony colored alpha as a alpha stickers for my whole spread, which is another thing that helps you tie in a whole layout or make a whole layout look cohesive. Having the same alpha stickers on lots of the cards all over the spread, therefore having the colors pop up on different places all over the spread just makes a layout look more cohesive. And now I'm being totally nitpicky because I want the same distance to all of the edges of the card, and so I decide to cut it down even more. And then instead of using this to write down one story, I write down several stories. Because I only have "Hey There Flowers" on the card to the left, I write down that I received those flowers from my friend Tina, and then I describe why there is this photo of me on crutches, because I received the results of the MRI and I now know that I tore my ACL and my meniscus. And then I make this journaling card work. I really loved the red of the background, and I am definitely going to do this more often, having a square photo on the top and then a label at the bottom. This looks so simple, clean and neat, and I just love it. And then I use the letter stickers again to cover up the rest of the stuff that was on the journaling card that originally was on the journaling card. I think that is how you say it grammatically correct. And then I spell out the word briquette, which is a combination of the German word briquette for coal, or a special form of coal, and the French word baguette, because my son tried to, I don't know how he had this idea. He put a piece of bread into the microwave and microwaved it for 3 minutes. Yeah, we spent all afternoon outside because it was just yeah, it smelled like the whole house was burning, which luckily nothing happened at all. Yeah, and then I have this really bad photo of my son at baseball tryouts. And the red alpha stickers really help make something of this. You can barely see my son in the background. And I'm using this white Jelly Roll pen to write my journaling on it. And now, even though it's still not the best photo, it works, at least. And this is something else that you will find when you watch my process videos. I don't usually have staged photos, or at least not very many. And sometimes, to tell the story of a week in my life, I just have photos that look like the baseball tryout photo. Dark, not very great, and yeah, I still use them because I just want to make the photos that I have work. So I used a glassine bag to add those text messages that I sent, that my son and I had sent to each other. When the school bus showed up 1 hour late, because on his assignment it said 1:30 instead of 12:30, which was quite an excitement for us because we only have one car. It was far away, and yeah, I wouldn't have been able to walk because, again, I still have a knee injury and couldn't pick up my son from school. So he had to, wait. And we tried to figure out what would work and what would happen. But luckily, when I actually reached a friend to pick him up, the bus driver came and apologized for being late. So yes, I'm using washi tape to put all the cards together. I have different pockets than I actually use right now for my photos and cards. And there is the finished spread. It was so much fun creating it. I can't wait to share more every Monday on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye.